Business Blueprint, and we help business owners build digital marketing systems that combine email marketing, content marketing, and data to build an automatic lead generation system that brings them a steady stream of leads and qualified clients. How fixated are you on your conversion rate? Most people I know that do anything with digital marketing, do anything in terms of websites, are fixated with their conversion rate. Your conversion rate. Let's say your conversion rate sits at, for your website, at 2%. So 2 out of 100. What are the other 98 doing? Do you know? If you just focus on this, you will never know. That is why we talk about and spend a lot of time looking at micro conversions. And going a step back from that, we look at what is the objective for your website? What is the business objective for your website? We think your website exists for three reasons. One, so people know you. Two, so you can capture leads. And three, you can make a sale. But in order to get to those levels, you need to have a process in place, a system in place. A number of people come to your website with no intention of buying or doing something with your website. They're just looking for information. They may read an article. They may want to know a little bit more about you or your company or your business or your team or your staff. They may want to copy something you've got. They may want to get product specifications. So they just copy those, see what they are. The greater number of people who come to your website are not interested in buying things. And if you just focus on what your conversion rate is in terms of how many people who come to your website buy something, if you're an e-commerce site, or it might be how many people come to your website and opt in and generate a lead for you or ask for a quote, you'll never know. That is why we focus a lot on looking at micro conversions. And when we talk about marketing automation, we talk about stage goals. What are the goals you have at each stage of your sales funnel, of your buyer's journey, of whatever you have in mind for your website? What's happening? And that is why we look at micro conversions. With your website, you'll have a macro. And then you'll have micro conversions. Now, a micro conversion are the little steps that people make when they come to your website that you know add up to being the ultimate goal, which is they buy something, or they become a lead, or they schedule an appointment. It's best then to build that process of what are your micro conversions that lead to your macro conversion. Excuse me. Just dropped the pen. So have your ultimate business objective for your website, but have your micro goals, your stage goals, your steps that people will take. And this is very important also if you've got a website that doesn't have a large amount of traffic. And that will be the majority of you, the majority of businesses. You're not a news site, you're not an Amazon, you're not a Facebook, you're not a Google, you're not one of those sites that will generate a lot of traffic because it's a news site and people go there to read the news, they go there to watch something. You're not that sort of type of business. The number of people who are looking for the information on the products you sell is a niche, a market. So if you look at micro conversions, then you get to see what is working well on your website and what is not working well. And then you can look to improve it. Without the micro conversions, and if you just focus on the macro conversions, you're just going to send yourself silly because you're never going to know what these other 98 are doing. And out of that, half of them, 49, are probably never going to buy from you and never going to do any business with you at all. If you've read Chet Holmes and you know his buyer's pyramid, you'll see that the most of the time there's probably 3% are interested in your product, another 7% may be interested, but there's a whopping 90% who are not interested in your product or your service. And that's your duty, your obligation, and when you're in marketing, is to educate that other 90% of why they should buy from you or utilize your service. But with your website, you're probably going to find 50% are not even interested in doing any business with you. It's your goal to find out what the other 51 are doing and why they're doing it and where they're dropping off and what page they're going to, what time do they spend on certain pages, are they coming back, how often do they come back, when was the last time they visited. There's a number of key steps you can take, which we talk about during our Data Insights webinar. 10 key steps to take with your data initially so that you get a feel of what happens when people come to your website. So in our view, stop worrying about the conversion rate and stop being obsessed with it. Sure, you might want to put it on a report to say this is your conversion rate. You might want to track it to see if you're improving, you're going from 2 to 2.1 to 2.3%. It's your goal to look at your micro conversions, to see why people are moving, where they're stopping, where they're dropping off, and how you can get them to go ahead. All the time being aware of what your business objectives are for your website. If you need help with any of this in terms of your digital marketing, then why not send us a message and we'll see if we're a good fit for what you want to do with your site and your business. Don't forget to follow us on our social media channels, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, to get our latest updates and tips and ideas, and to learn when we run our Business Breakthrough series. What we talk about there every week, we run a segment for about 45 minutes where we go over a key part of growing and building your business. So look out for those. If you're on our website, why not sign up for our newsletter or join one of our Business Breakthrough series and get to learn how to build and grow your business. It's been very good to be with you today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day and a good weekend. Until we see you next time, bye for now.